Hi everybody, we're here with Avery from Mindful Medicine, and we're talking about stress and how stress affects the skin. So what was interesting to me that I learned was that stress happens in a number of different ways, whether it's mental from all the different things coming at us from social media to finances to even traffic. To physical, to the things that we're breathing or putting on our skin or ingesting through our body. And so we wanted to kind of dig a little bit deeper into that specific stress and talk about food and diet and how our diet can affect our stomach and our gut and how that can influence something known as leaky gut. And when that happens, how it can express itself in the skin. So Avery, can you tell us about leaky gut?
Sure. So leaky gut is caused by a number of different things, and stress is the number one. And stress doesn't always have to be, that financial worry or getting your kids to school on time. Stress also comes in the form of nutritional stress, and that can be due to food sensitivities. And in this case, it often is. So what happens if we have a food sensitivity, and so it's so common these days, and so many people do, myself and you included, so we know all about this. We eat something that our body doesn't or can't digest, or is having a hard time digesting. And what happens with that is it creates a lot of inflammation in the body, and you can also be having inflammation due to a number of other stresses. So there's just so many things that can be going on that can really make this very complex. So with food sensitivities, you're not digesting the food, and what happens is the intestine starts to become very inflamed. If you think about a balloon structure, when it's not blown up, the walls are quite thick, and when you start to blow it up, and you can think of that as inflammation in the intestine, the walls become thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. And what happens then is that's the membrane of the intestine, it becomes much more permeable in what we call leaky gut. So these undigested food particles actually can get pushed through the membrane where they're not supposed to go. They're supposed to be, digested and then eliminated through the bowel. So they're going right through the membrane of the intestinal wall and into the bloodstream. And what happens there is it actually sets off an immune response because everything in your bloodstream is saying, that's a weird thing, that's not supposed to be there. So the immune response gets set off, and it actually creates so much inflammation and wreaks havoc in the body. And then your skin being an elimination organ, these things get pushed to the skin, and then that's how chronic skin conditions can come up. So often that gets shown in eczema, psoriasis, or cystic acne. And yeah, that's basically the gist of leaky gut in very simple terms.
Okay, well, thanks, Ave. If you guys have any questions, send them in.